Welcome to Module 2, Foundation of Bits Bytes in Network Packets. My name is Vikram Saini and welcome to my course. Before starting Module 2, understand the requirement of learning the bits and bytes in the network packets. In the picture, here we have two computer machines and a home router, acting as a gateway for the network. As data in the network is sent in the form of network packets, all devices sends packets in the form of 0 or 1. So here the first machine sends a packet to another machine, and then that machine further sends a packet to the router. Even if any machine or server compromised, it will attempt to connect with the attacker machine by sending or receiving the packets. And also note, all devices generate specific logs for auditing purpose, which is used by the SOC Analyst in the case of investigation of a cyber attack. Let's take one more example. Source machine 192.168.1.2 wants to send a packet to the destination IP address 2.2.2.2 on the internet. But as private IP addresses are not allowed on the internet, the packet will be reached to the firewall or gateway of the network, and the gateway will translate the private IP to public IP with NAT and will also change the port address with PAT mechanism and will send the packet to the outside. And all this activity will be further logged by the firewall with the mentioned time, action, protocol, source IP address, translated source IP address, port address, translated port address, etc. And SOC Analyst can refer to the device auditing logs to understand what was allowed and what was blocked in case of any cyber investigation. In another case, when the logs are not providing enough data information, the network packets can be captured to see what content has been exchanged. But as network packets are generated and sent in the form of zeros and ones, here we will use Wireshark free network packet capturing and analyzer tool to see the network packets in the readable format. Let's understand this as a practically. Consider my machine has been compromised and attacker is stealing data in the form of DNS request. DNS request and response process is common and usual activity by a client machine for getting the IP address of a domain name. But in case of suspicious DNS requests sent by a machine, SOC Analyst can intercept the traffic to understand the behavior. I will send a fake DNS request from my machine and will capture all packets through Wireshark. Then we will check what information we can see in the captured DNS network packets. So I've opened my CMD and opening the NS lookup tool. Now what all I will type here will go to the DNS server for the resolution. So now let's type bogus information here. Now let's open the Wireshark, search for the DNS packet, and it will show us all DNS requests and other details captured by it, and it's all layers. So you must have a good understanding of reading network packets and device logs for investigation and analysis of cyber attacks. And it is very important to understand the another concepts of networking associated with the device addresses, NAT, PAT, with basics of Wireshark and TSARC. Thank you once again for enrolling in the course.